Folks, we're back in business. Had a request for a video from a former student who is struggling with some division. I am here to answer the call. Lesson 4.10, placing the first digit. Okay, let's just jump right in. Let's not even waste any time. So, 144, I'm dividing it by 6. Okay? Here's how I do it. This 144 I put inside the house. 144 goes inside my house. And there's the house. Now, this number goes outside the house. Now, to place the first digit, it's a little tricky. Here's how I do it. I look at the very first digit in the house. It's a 1. The question you always have to ask is this. Can 1, or this digit, answer the door to let 6 in? Well, in order for that to happen, this digit right here has to be greater than this digit. In this case, 1 is not greater than 6, so 1 cannot answer the door. So I'll put an X up here. I move over. Now I look at the 14. Can 14 answer the door? Yes, it can, because 14 is more than 6. Okay, no problem. The question is, how many times can 6 answer the door? I'm sorry, 14 answer the door. Well, let's take a look here. 6. Well, let's see. 6 times 1 would be 6. Okay. 6 times 2 would be 12. And 6 times 3 would be 18. Okay, now here's the catch. Okay, I got to pick one of these numbers, but the number that I pick can't be more than 14. It can be 14, but it can't be more than 14. So as I look, I see I have a 6, a 12, and an 18. Well, it can't be 18, it's too much. 6 is too far away. I'll pick 12. And I'll put the 12 in the basement. Now, this number out here, the 2, goes on the roof. So this number always goes in the basement. This number always goes on the roof. Now, when we're in the basement, we are always subtracting because we are trying to make our number smaller. So 14 minus 2 is just 2. Okay. Now, I ask the question again. Can 2 answer the door? Well, no, he can't because 2 is less than 6. So I have to bring him some help, and this 4 has to come down to give him a hand and make this number 24. Ooh. Now, can 24 answer the door? Well, 24 is more than 6, so yes, he can. The question is, how many times? Okay, so we'll go 6 times 4 equals 24? Yes. And 6 times 5 is 30. Okay. Now, let's look at all our numbers coming down, all our multiples here. We'll look at them again. Looking at our 24. Okay. Now, what number here is either 24 or really close to 24 without going over? Well, if I look, I see it's got 24 there. Okay, so I'll put 24 in the basement. I'll subtract them in a second. This 4 right here next to 24 goes in the roof because 4 times 6 is 24. I always subtract in the basement, and look, I get no remainder. So if I were to take 144 marbles, put them in 6 groups, I'd have 24 in each group. Okay? Your answer should always be smaller than the big number you were dividing up. Okay? Let's do one more. Okay, how do I clear this out of here? 1, there we go. Okay, so control 1, dot. 284 divided by 4. So we'll put 284 goes in the house. And of course, we draw our house. And 4 goes outside the house. Ha! Yes, I like it. Okay, now, remember our rules. 4 wants to get in the house. So the first number tries to let him in is 2. But the rule is the number inside the house has to be more than the number outside the house. So 2 cannot answer the door because he's less than 4. So we put an X up here. And now we go to 28. 28 can do it. But the question is, how many times? So, do your 4s. So we'll do let's see, 4 times 3 is 12. I know that. We'll start there. Let's see. 4 times 4 is 16. And we got 20. And then we got 24. We skip count. 28. Ooh, 28. But how many times did it take me to get there? Well, let's see. This was 3. 4 times 3 was 12. 4 times 4 was 16. 4 times 5. 5 jumps would be 20. 4 times 6 was 24. And 4 times 7 was 28. So 28 will go in the basement because it is the same as 20 up here and not going over, or not going over. If 28 goes in the basement, then the 4's already out there. You got him accounted for. So the 7. The 7 goes in the roof. 4 times 7 is 28. We always subtract in the basement. We're in the basement now. We have a 0. Okay. Now we bring down the 4. And I ask the same question. To find this number up here, I ask the same question again. Can 4 answer the door? Yes, he can, because he is the same number as the 4 out here. In order to answer the door, the number has to be the same or more than the number outside the door. He is. So, 4. How many times can you do it? You can do it 1 time, because 1 times 4 is 4. And you have no remainder. Okay? And that is it for this episode. I will see you guys later. Peace.